Welcome back. Now, Minister of Social Development Nokuzola Tolashe is to hand over humanitarian relief for disaster-stricken communities in the Eastern Cape. Let's cross now to our reporter Lwando Nomoyi, who is there to tell us a little bit more about exactly where he is and, of course, what is expected to unfold this morning. Lwando, good morning to you.
Well, a very good morning, Sakina. Thank you very much. We are in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape, where the Minister of Social Development, Lwando Nomoyi, Tolashe, will be coming to the province to aid some of those flood victims. You would understand that in this particular district, the Nelson Mandela Bay, on the 1st of June, we had storms and floods that claimed the lives of 10 people and left over close to actually 2,000 people displaced. But humanitarian aid organizations have been coming to the metro and various parts of the Eastern Cape to provide this aid for these people. But in discussion with me, I do have the MEC of Social Development in the Eastern Cape, Gqeberha. Ma'am, a very good morning to you. Welcome to SABC News. We do understand that the Minister will be here today in terms of interventions that you guys will be giving to some of these flood victims. Tell us more about that.
Good morning, sir, and your viewers and listeners. Let me first indicate that the Minister is not coming, Tolashe, because of the emergency programs with Italy Hot. So I had to stand for her. So we are here today due to the terrible disaster that took place in our province. About 5 districts that were affected, but the major one was Nelson Mandela and PCM. So we are here today with programs to assist our people, our communities, with the assistance of our churches around. Today is Jesus Christ of the latter days that is assisting us. As government, we are working as a team. We have a DTM approach. Whenever there's disasters, that's what is helping us. A disaster management, immediately there's any kind of disaster, they kick in immediately. So that approach is very helping us, because we do have some shelters for our people, because immediately the first thing is to evacuate them. So we've got such shelters here in Nelson Mandela, where there was a bulk of people who have lost their houses. Nelson Mandela and PCM, we have some shelters where all our people were taken. And the first thing for us as social development is hot meals. Because they have nothing, hot meals, blankets and everything. SASA, our agency, they kick in with that. But after 3 days, we have to kick in a social development, because we have to do the assessment of each and every families. After 3 days, at least they go back to their homes. It's when we notice the terrible damage, because they don't have IDs, they don't have bank cards, they don't have uniforms and everything. So social development will do that assessment so that we're able to assess. Fortunately, our department is even helping kids with uniforms. SASA is buying uniforms for children at 5,500 for a boy child, 5,300 for a girl child children. So that work is continuing.
Would you also understand, MEC, that the issue of non-perishable food parcels will also be coming for these victims, as some of them over the weekend when we spoke to them, they haven't had any meals, so this will actually go a long way for them.
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, it's good when it's in these places, especially the metros, because they are service providers, especially ShopRite, they kick in immediately. But this time around, we have been helped by this church, about 1,000 food parcels for our people. But many other churches have come forward. Many of our retail shops have come forward to assist our people.
And just lastly, MEC, just to touch on the issue of SASA and the access that these people will get, just in terms of the turnaround time for their assistance in terms of the IDs and bank cards, how swift will that happen for these residents so that they can at least go back to normalcy?
Because we are at a team approach, all government departments were working together. So when we are there, when we've done its assessment, immediately Home Affairs kick in to do due to our report of our assessment. There's a urgent need of IDs, there's a need of cards. So that approach is being assisted by our approach.
Thank you very much for your time, MEC.
Thank you.
MEC of Social Development, Gqeberha, just outlining some of the programs that they have as a department to assist these victims. As the MEC has also stated that the minister will no longer be coming, but as provincial government, they will be on the ground assisting these communities. But from us here in Gqeberha, it's back to you in studio, Sakina.
Thank you so much, Lwando Nomoyi. And of course, quite a bit to do for our authorities around the country with the adverse weather that has been felt in many provinces. And as Leanne was saying earlier in the week, you go to KZN and to Mpumalanga, different story.